Less than 1% of North Koreans ever manage to escape. That's right, out of nearly 26 million people, only a few hundred successfully flee each year. But why is it so difficult? What makes North Korea one of the most impossible places to escape from? The answer lies in a combination of extreme government control, brutal punishments, and nearly inescapable physical barriers. For most of us, the idea of crossing a border seems simple. Just walk across. But in North Korea, every exit is a potential death sentence. The borders are lined with landmines, electric fences, and armed guards with shoot-to-kill orders. Even if someone miraculously makes it out, they face another terrifying challenge: being hunted down, arrested, and sent back to one of the world's most brutal prison camps. And if they do escape, their family pays the price. In this video, we'll uncover the real reasons why escaping North Korea is nearly impossible. From the heavily guarded borders to the psychological control over its citizens and the horrifying fate of those who are caught. This is a story of fear, control, and the desperate fight for freedom. The most well-known escape route is through South Korea, but there's a reason almost no one takes this path. The Korean Demilitarized Zone is one of the most fortified borders on Earth. Spanning 160 miles long and 2.5 miles wide, it is a literal no-man's land filled with millions of landmines, electric fences, motion sensors, and heavily armed soldiers on both sides. North Korean troops are given a simple order: shoot anyone who tries to flee. There have been rare cases of defectors making it through, but almost every attempt ends in death. In 2017, a soldier miraculously sprinted across the DMZ while being shot at over 40 times. He barely survived, but for the average citizen, this path is a death trap. Because of the extreme dangers at the DMZ, most defectors try to escape through China, but even that is nearly impossible. The Yalu and Tumen rivers form the natural border between North Korea and China. And for years, some desperate individuals manage to cross during winter when the rivers freeze over. But the North Korean government knows this. In response, they have reinforced the border with barbed wire, cameras, guard towers, and more patrol units than ever before. Soldiers are ordered to shoot defectors on sight, and Chinese authorities actively assist in catching and deporting escapees. Even if a North Korean makes it into China, their nightmare is far from over, because getting caught means being forcibly sent back to face torture, imprisonment, or execution. Escaping North Korea isn't just a physical challenge, it's also a mental one. From birth, North Koreans are subjected to relentless propaganda designed to convince them that their country is a paradise and the outside world is a cruel, evil place. Children grow up believing that Kim Jong-un is a godlike leader, America is the enemy, and South Korea is suffering under imperialist rule. Schools reinforce this idea daily, and defectors who have made it out often describe their shock and disbelief when they first realize they had been lied to their entire lives. Even if someone begins to suspect the truth, there's almost no way to act on it. The government spies on its own people at every level. Neighborhood watch units, small groups of citizens are encouraged to report anyone who seems suspicious. A single whisper of escape plans can result in immediate imprisonment or execution. For the privileged few who have access to illegal radios or smuggled foreign content, discovery is a death sentence. The secret police constantly monitor phone calls, personal conversations, and even body language. The fear is so intense that many North Koreans don't even trust their own family members, knowing that one wrong word could lead to their entire family's execution. Despite the overwhelming dangers, some North Koreans do manage to escape, but only through a treacherous and costly underground network. The journey often begins by crossing into China, but since defectors are not recognized as refugees there, they must continue traveling through Southeast Asia, sometimes passing through Mongolia, Thailand, or Laos before reaching safety in South Korea or other sympathetic nations. This escape route, often referred to as North Korea's Underground Railroad, is supported by a handful of activists, Christian missionaries, and human rights organizations. However, it's incredibly dangerous. Smugglers charge thousands of dollars per person, a price most North Koreans can never afford. Many escapees rely on outside donors or relatives who have already defected to fund their journey. But even if they can pay, there's no guarantee of success. Chinese authorities actively hunt down defectors, and informants report escapees in exchange for bribes. Those caught are deported back to North Korea, where they face torture, imprisonment, or execution. The few who make it to freedom often describe their journey as a miracle of pure luck, extreme bravery, and relentless determination. The North Korean government is well aware of these escape routes, and they are doing everything they can to shut them down. Border security has dramatically increased over the years, with higher fences, more patrols, and advanced surveillance technology. Even soldiers, who once had opportunities to defect, now face harsher restrictions and deadly consequences if they are caught trying to escape. Even high-ranking officials struggle to flee. In the past, diplomats or government elites could defect while stationed abroad. But under Kim Jong-un's rule, the regime has tightened control, forcing officials to leave their families behind as hostages. If an elite does escape, their entire family is punished in their place, either executed or sent to brutal labor camps. With these crackdowns, the already minuscule number of successful escapes is shrinking. North Korea is becoming an inescapable prison, with every exit route carefully monitored and ruthlessly shut down. So, is it really impossible to escape North Korea? The short answer, for most people, yes. Only a handful of North Koreans successfully defect each year, compared to the millions still trapped inside. The combination of physical barriers, psychological brainwashing, intense surveillance, and brutal punishments makes North Korea one of the hardest places in the world to flee. Even those who desperately want to leave often never get the chance. But despite the overwhelming odds, some still risk everything for a chance at freedom. Their stories serve as a reminder of the unimaginable oppression inside North Korea and the incredible resilience of the human spirit. If this video opened your eyes to the harsh reality of life in North Korea, make sure to share it to spread awareness, comment below with your thoughts, and subscribe for more deep dive content into the world's most mysterious and dangerous places. Until next time, stay curious.